Why did I decide to come back to Adams County? Well, I guess the easy answer is, this is home, right? All my family's here, all my friends are here, and I honestly thought that this is the place that I could do the most good. I'm pretty well known here, particularly in the African American community. If you don't know me, you probably know one of my parents, you know an aunt or uncle. I'm very accessible to people around here. I really pride myself on that. If you're coming to an attorney, it's usually not something that's good, right? So, some of the subject matters can be pretty heavy, and I really take pride in the fact that people feel comfortable coming to me. I'm very accessible, so to start out, I thought it was good to come back here. And to speak to that, another reason why is my office here in Twistle and Roberts. I began working here before I even went to law school. So throughout law school, they have been wonderful. I had a key to the office after my first year. So when I had assignments, I had work to do, I've been here all hours of the night, and it's very valuable to have a nice, quiet office, particularly when you're in law school, to be able to come to, at any time. So, we were in discussions of me coming back here prior to me actually graduating, and I thought that it would be important to come back here at least for a couple years and get get my feet wet, so to speak, get some experience, and we'll go from there. The opportunity to be seen, right? The opportunity to kind of change the narrative. I think we all, whether it's white, black, red, purple, orange, we all have implicit biases, right? And, I think that particularly in the African American community, we have fell victim to that with some people, right, in this town or, across the globe. And, I think that it's good for people to see an African American in this position, right, representing people locally and, trying to change that narrative, right? So I think that is a good opportunity, or something that I see a lot of value in. Challenges, I think that one of the main challenges is recognizing MLK's dream, and also kind of recognizing that we have a long way to go, but also recognizing that we've come a long way, right? And I think it's important that we don't demonize, or we make sure that people understand that we have a lot of allies. We've had a lot of allies, right, throughout this journey as well. So, you kind of have to make sure that you're shedding light on everything, right? Making sure that you are being cognizant of how far we've come and the fact that we still have a ways to go, but, while also making sure that we're recognizing, we have never truly been in this alone, right? So that's, one of the other challenges, I think. My speech at the actual event is going to focus on the evolution of Dr. King's dream, so to speak. So I'm doing it along with, my good friend Mayor Freeling. She's going to speak first, and I'll let her kind of elaborate on her part of it. But mine is going to focus more on the evolution, kind of where we're at today. And without giving away much of my speech, which I'm still kind of working on, it's going to focus mainly on the fact that, the evolution is not necessarily myself, right? The evolution is more about people seeing young African American males who might not have a law degree, right? And who might not be as articulate, right? And not prejudging them, right? I think that's the evolution of his dream, right? That everyone is judged based off of the content of their character and not the color of their skin, right? So, that is something that I plan to touch on, a little more, and I hope that we have a good audience. I certainly think we're moving in the right direction. I think, obviously we've gained ground, we've come a long way, right? I also think, it depends on who you ask and where you are as well, right? I also think there's an element of it that for some people, they're always just gonna have hatred in their heart, right? No matter if you're a criminal defense attorney, if you're the mayor of Gettysburg, you could be the president of the United States, right? And there's not going to be anything that anyone's going to be able to do to change their mind, right? And, I think that it's important that we understand that, not just for anyone, right? Not everyone's going to like everybody, right? And, sometimes it may have to do with your race, sometimes it may not, So, but with that being said, I think it's important that we recognize where we've been and we recognize that we still have a ways to go collectively. And, I think that it's important for everyone to kind of be in this together, because I honestly think that most people are good people. I can certainly speak from my own experience. People have been lovely to me around here. Now, once again, it's kind of easy to be nice to, someone who shows up to work in a three-piece suit, right? And smiling at everyone going through the courthouse, and, has a law degree. I think what's really important is getting those same people to kind of look at everyone in the same light, right? Regardless of their race. My dream would be that we don't even have to have this conversation, right? I think that, my dream would be that there is no, hierarchy at all based upon race, or there are no, implicit biases, so to speak, based on race. Now, with that being said, do I ever think that's going to happen? No. But, if it were up to me, right, I think that, I would like everyone to, and not to be cliche, but it's such a great line, be judged off of the content of their character, right? And I think ultimately, my dream would be for people to be judged off of what they do, right? And, who they are internally and how they touch other people, how they make other people feel, right? As opposed to, just what they look like. I hope that everyone comes out to the MLK celebration. I think it's going to be a good time. Hopefully it's inspiring for people, and, hopefully we have a good turnout.